back.
Hockey's back.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Are you ready?
As you can be, both teams only missing one player each for tonight's game. So if you're going to see teams at their best, it's going to be tonight as they battle it out. So at the moment, the Snipers are sitting, as I say, winless. There is a draft at the end of this round to add an additional 2 players onto your list. The Snipers at the moment are holding that #1 pick, but I'm sure they'd rather take a victory tonight against a very talented Dogs team. So tonight in the commentary box, as normal, we've got our wonderful guests in Carl Brewer. Welcome to you, Carl.
Thank you, Ross. Great to be here again. It's third week, and as you say, very exciting hockey. Very much looking forward to turned up, and great too to see Danny Bird back on the ice this week.
So we're just finishing up the warm-ups. So we're going to get those last few coaching tips from the experienced bench bosses. We'll see the Dogs probably trying to keep coming out strong. They've had over 30 shots both games, and no one's really seemed to have an answer. So let's see what these Snipers throw up. Maybe a little bit of physical matchup, try to lay the body a little bit and just keep that pressure down and try to, as we said before, beat them with some of that young, exuberant speed that they do have on their squad.
It is good to see the blend, I think, that Snipers have got now with the extra players coming in from COVID issues and so forth, now pretty much at full strength. So a little bit of the young crazy kids and the older guys with a bit more maturity, a little bit slower, but it'll be good to see how that pans out as well. Maybe they can come up with an answer to the Dogs who have been pretty relentless, but also the Dogs have had one line that have done the vast majority of that scoring. And if you can shut that line down, you're in with a real chance against them, I think. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out.
Definitely looks like we're going to be having Tommy Forrest back in the net again tonight. The Snipes have been buoyed by having Michael James return from the Czech Republic, so we'll see probably him in the next couple weeks. on the ice. But they actually played pretty well last week. They outshot the Bruins despite the scoreline. They just didn't seem to get much traffic in front of Brian McKenzie, who seemed to shut the door on them. So with the puck about to drop, let's see if the Snipers have an answer to this high-powered offense of the Reservoir Dogs.
We've got Dane Davis in net for the Dogs, the veteran of the AIHL and hockey in general. An absolute talented goalie in his heyday, played the OHL, went to NHL training camp, so he'll be very solid in that. So as the Dogs win the face-off and start the game, and they get the puck into their offensive zone, and Tommy Forrest just turns it away into the corner. Vajasov picks it up and sends it back into the middle. Cut off by Nathan Casey, who sends it up the centre into the neutral zone, but the Dogs win possession back. Burke takes it back to Leo. Through Leo over to Carpenter. Carpenter gets a pass over to Matt Corona, but it gets a little bobble on the ice, and we've got an icing, our first stoppage of the game.
A bit of a tight ball in that icing there. I think Carpenter a little bit disappointed that puck just bounced a smidge, and as a result, not quite able to pick up the pass. But it was otherwise a beautiful pass, and they're showing some threat already in the first minute of the game.
So here's Lazzarato with the face-off, and Lindsay Nash is just directing traffic. He's looking to hopefully get the shot off, but another win by the Dogs.
Oh, and here we go. Burke on a breakaway on Tommy Forrest, and he puts it in. A great pass from Vajasov that sent Jamie Burke on the breakaway, and the Dogs draw first blood. And you just cannot let players like that out the back door. The defender needs to be much more aware that that's what the Dogs are going to do, looking for that longer pass. And the blue jerseys, they just have to keep behind and keep those Dogs players all in front of them.
There was a hell of a steal there by Vajasov, picking up and picking the pocket of the defence, and away they went. It all happened so quickly.
So here we go again with the Dogs. Troy Robertson gets it up to Mikey King. And the Snipers now win the puck back. Nick Munro, a little tip into Paul Lazzarato. Steps over the blue line, protects the puck. Lindsay Nash puts it across the middle, but Kahu cuts it off. He's off up the middle with a 4-on-2. Kahu brings it around wide, loses the handle on it, goes down into the corner. Chops it back in again, but Lazzarato goes back and picks it up from the Snipers. He sends it around. Lindsay Nash tries to get it out of the zone. They do now. Lazzarato up through the neutral zone. Tries to get around through the Dogs player, but they fight at the boards there. And again, the Snipers just get the puck back a bit. Liam Webster looks like he's settling up into defence tonight, which is the at-home position. And the Snipers with a nice little drive by Keisha. Hits the iron. The puck pops out. And now we've got a foot race. Liam Webster uses his body very well against Mikey Ting. That's the experience of Liam Webster back there in defence for the Snipers.
So here's the Dogs picking up behind the net. A little up the boards. We have to Trevor Leo. Trevor Leo just squeezes out there. He's got a long stretch pass. And here we are, D to D. Carpenter up there on the offensive zone, just couldn't get a hold of it. Carpenter behind the net, throws it in front and just misses. And Trevor Leo will work back to collect that in his own zone. Collects the puck, gets up, goes Carpenter again, feed into Morris. Jamie Burke picks it up at the blue line. Burke, great vision there just to keep that onside.
That's all just managed to sneak over and offside. Jamie did a great job there. And a little bit of a physicality there from Jamie Burke, just trying to provide his full contact on him. Welcome to iceHQ.
So unsurprisingly, Dogs left starting off right where they left off last week. Lots of offense. Jamie Burke gets another goal to add to his 2 goals and assists in the first game. And here's that all-dangerous line taking the face off in the defensive zone for the Dogs. Here's Vajasov on the half wall. Feeds it across to Burke. Burke takes it in over the blue line. Just can't get past the Snipers defense there. There's Kahu Joyce over to Robertson. Robertson off the boards up to Burke. Burke just tries to chip it in, but there again, a Sniper defender. Vajasov picks it off with a nice glove. And he'll circle back, looking for some patience, cuts into the middle, and just loses it. But Burke has it again there, just in the neutral zone.
Snipers there, just giving Jamie Burke a little bit too much room to move there. There's an opportunity. He was certainly in control of the puck and a little bit more body contact. Might have just slowed him down a little bit. But still, these guys looking unshy.
So Chris Wong just laid the body a little bit there. There's a few who's and ahs from the crowd. But Jamie Burke again in space. Cuts in. And again.
He made that one look easy, Jamie Burke.
Yeah,
It never is, but he has just that nonchalance about him. He has a shot. And off he goes. That's his second one already.
One of the secrets, I think, that you see with players like Jamie Burke, who you saw a fair bit, is that they've got very little body movement when they do release the shot. The goalie is just not quite sure that they are going to take the shot at that time. And of course, when you've got a bit of pace on it, it just caught Tommy Forrest a little bit by surprise then, and beating him long side over the glove. But another nice goal from Jamie Burke and the Dogs.
So here comes Monroe over the blue line. Just offside as Carpenter, was looking to lay the body. We have Lazarado there just saying, is that a little late? But I think that was completely all fair, love, and war, right, guys?
Absolutely. Lazarado was one of the few snipers last round who was starting to throw his weight around a bit. He's a big lad. When he starts to use it, it's going to be quite effective. The pace of the Dogs shows, he's most down his way, but he's a threat when he's on the ice. He's making certainly the second line of Dogs a little bit more conscious of what's coming on with the forecheck on that.
So here's Mikey Ting taking the face-off here against, wins it back. Here's Carpenter. Also patient over to Leo. And Leo's just going to get that high out. Leo Webster collects that, and he'll just wait with the puck, looking for an option, curls back. And again, the patience and just the expertise of a veteran of our game here in Australia.
The snipers there just losing control a little bit in their defensive zone.
And that's what we want to see from Tommy Forrest. Just catch the puck, feel it. He's let 2 and 3 shots. By all means, great shots, but he'll just want to be feeling the puck a little bit for the next little bit to get his confidence back up.
We've got the third line out now on ice for the Dogs, which is how they play.
They win the face-off again, which is important in that offensive zone. A little bit of body work there to win the puck, but the Dogs still battling with it down there in the corner with Dylan Morris. He wins it out into the corner, but the Snipers have got the puck now. They bring it out over through the neutral zone. Nathan Kacher, Troy Robertson up on him. Lays a bit of body on him. Now the Dogs again. Byron Schumer gets it over to Dylan Morris. Dylan Morris steps over the blue line. Bit of pressure on him from Tim Nickerton. Again, Snipe comes around. And we have a penalty on the Snipers by the look of it. That is not what they need at this stage of the first period.
Tim Nickerton there, 2 minutes for interference. He was getting a little bit of high stick action happening down in the far corner. The boys all realising that the physicality of the game is coming in.
Let's see what the Dogs can do here on the power play. Jack Carpenter, nice little source of pass across to the Jasov. He takes control of the puck. He'll just hold it and wait for it. Jamie Burke for the slapper, misses wide. Jack Carpenter down into the corner, still keeps possession of the puck. Gets it over to Karana. Karana just holding patiently, waiting for an opening. The Jasov is that. He steps around. Looks across to Karana, great passing. Jamie Burke with a shot. It flopped up a bit, but well done by Tommy Forrest. Adjusted to it. Karana, bringing it around, keeping it inside the offensive zone.
A little bit lucky there not to get called for that offside for the puck coming out of the zone. It was a pretty close call, right on the line there to my eye.
Yeah, Keisha's sitting there right at the blue line. He's like, come on, that was out. But here we go. They do get it out here with Robbie Clark. And Robbie Clark dumps it in, and Dane Dace is just going to come out. Just leave it there for Davey Burke. Davey Burke looking up to the Jasov. Jasov's going to cut in. He's going to go for it himself, but nice defensive play there by Lockie Chinkata.
Chinkata's that young man who really looking forward to seeing really flourish in this game. He's starting to show his skill and ability. And they're just dispossessing Pajasov, which is a good thing to be able to put on your resume.
So here's Robertson behind the net, up to Mike Ting. Ting's going to cut. He's got a streaking Alex Honig. Gets it in there. There's a little Chikata again. Just whipping it around, but not out. A little fan shot there by Robertson. And there's Lindsay right there, just able to clear that out. There's Kahu. And it seems to be one-way traffic right now for the Dogs. Snipers really haven't had much offensive pressure so far this game.
10 minutes to go on the power play.
All right, there we go. Oh, great pass up there to Ruddle. We'll take it into the corner.
And full strength, back to 5-on-5. Snipers penalties over.
So the Dogs are just trying to get a bit of control of the puck here. Liam Webster, I think that is down in the corner. He gets it back up the boards, but it's gone long, not touched, and we'll have an icing. So the Snipers, they just seem to be scrambling a little bit at the moment. Why wouldn't you be when the Dogs are being they're offensively strong and they're moving the puck into their offensive zone with speed, and they just need to back up a bit, not give them too much space to bring the puck through the neutral zone. But we see the Snipers here trying to get the puck out again. Troy Robinson keeps it into the blue line. Liam Webster takes possession behind the net, puts it out. Chinkota tries to clear it out a bit again, kept in by Kahu Joyce. Nice little move. Oh, nice little pass back to him. Tommy Forrest in front. Makes the save.
So far, Snipers yet to actually get a shot on the net, which Hoppy said they need to do something about the very effective defence of the Dogs has been able to completely cut out all of their offence.
So here's Nathan Keisha behind the net. Gets it up on the half wall. We've got that through the middle now with Sweetman. Sweetman's going to dump that in. And Robbie Clark's going to go chase. But again, the Dogs just behind there with Carpenter able to mop up any danger. There's currently over to his D partner. Carpenter. Nice pass over to May. May's going to try to bring it in over the line. And it looks like the Snipers are going to regain control again, but all they seem to be able to do is get the puck down for these mobile Dogs defensemen to pick it up and reset. So here's Carpenter behind the net, gets that over to Jamie Burke. Burke, a little flip pass over for Jasov. And here's Jasov breaking in, cuts into the middle. Oh, just couldn't get a shot on it, but Jamie Burke picks it up. Carpenter picks it up on the half wall. Oh, and he lost it. Nice little move, but Jamie Burke able to get it in defensively. And that's Chris Wong just bringing it side, or we've got a penalty, high sticking.
That was some pretty decent defence there. Snipers managed to occupy all the space in front of the crease and just basically wait for Jasov to cut in. And of course, he just ran into a wall of blue. And as a result, that launched that counter-attack by the Snipers, which was pretty promising. So a bit of improvement there from them.
So another penalty for the Dogs. They're leading the league right now in penalty minutes, but beware, they do also have a short-handed goal. So the Snipers, while they want to get on the board here, they might want to just keep an eye for some of that offensive opportunity, particularly these two, which played really well last week with them, Jasov and Matt Corona. Here's Webster on the point. Great shot, but an even better save by
here goes Corona. Oh, he gets a nice hook. He's on the stretch here with Corona and... Oh.
What a save. Great save by the glove there by Tommy Forrest. And here come the Snipers. Oh, they aim the body is Kahu Joyce. That's what we like to see, eh, fellas?
Absolutely. We need a bit more of that tonight. Here's Jasov again with another chance. Great shot. Good save by Tommy Forrest.
That's for Jasov down. To be happy with that save, certainly the short-handed goal is a very embarrassing thing. No one really wants one of them happening against them, but you can just see the game being up to bit with the contact here tonight. There's been a lot more activity in terms of the players lining each other up and just making sure that they know if they carry that puck, they're going to have to keep their heads up and keep looking out. You can't just carry it and expect to get away with it every time anymore.
Tommy Forrest is settling in nicely with two big saves to keep the Snipers within reach here. So let's see what the Snipers can do with the rest of this power play. Here we have Lazzarato getting it in. Here's Robbie Clark just offside. This is going to allow the Dogs to regroup and kill off a little bit more time. But Mikey Ting just loses it, and there's Chris Wong. But Mikey Ting picks it up again. He's going to get it over to Trevor Leo, who's just going to dump it down to kill off a few more seconds of that power play.
So good play from this line. It's not the most defensive line that the Dogs have, but a good conservative job of just making sure they pull that penalty.
Here's Robbie Clark, just gets it wide. And Mikey tinkers up the boards here. Here's Ray Acacia. He's going to try to keep that, dump that down in. We've got Lazarano picking up behind net. He gets it beat by Trevor Leo, who again will just clear the ice. And with 10 seconds left on this Carpenter penalty, it looks like the Dogs are going to kill this one off.
Goalie, Ryan Davis, he's only had to touch the puck once so far for a save, which means he might get a little bit cold and opportunities could arise a bit later if he does get a bit stale, if they can start putting some puck on the net.
Yeah, if the goalie doesn't see a puck, if they don't see a lot of action, it's more the tension builds on the goalie himself. And he wants to see some shots. He wants to make some saves because if he gets a couple of slick shots and they score, it again puts the goalie himself under the pressure to get himself back up to where he'd like to be, which is making more saves and letting goals in, obviously.
You're 100% right there, Ross. As a goalie, you want to see as much rubber from low danger opportunities as possible. I think that's what every goalie would like to see. But Dane would be happy, with the way he's playing so far.
He's had a couple of free goals and easy last saves so far, just in the last couple of minutes, which will start getting his eye a little bit.
So there's a face-off just to the left.
Byron Sherman chips it out, and the Snipers will be first back onto it through Jeff Hu. Now the Snipers bring it out. Josh Van Down looks across the middle to Nickerson, but the pass is a bit wide. Kahu Joyce, he brings the puck up through the middle. They're just allowing him a little bit too much space to work with. We spoke about it the first couple of weeks where the players really need to step up and put a bit of body on players to make them think about just not wanting to try and get round players through the middle. Here goes Nickerson on a bit of a spread. Nice little hit by Jamie Burke. Dylan Morris gets the puck. Gets a nice pass over to Schumer. Schumer gets it into Burke. Burke takes a toe drag. Ooh, gets the nice little poke away. Schumer again picks it up for the Dogs. Goes back down again into the corner. Matt Corona looks across to Trevor Leo, I think it was. Now the Snipers on the break with Tim Nickerson trying across the front of the goal. And now the Dogs again pick it up through Matt Corona. Matt Corona walks his way down through the middle. Two Snipers collide. Great play by Corona all the way from one end to the other. Still got a hold of the puck. Sweatman puts a bit of body pressure on him. Puck comes out to Carpenter. Carpenter gets a shot on. Oh, dangerous by the Snipers sticking wanting a stick in front of Tommy Forrest's face. And Anton, as a goalie, I think you'd probably agree here that when a teammate puts his stick up in front of the puck, it's a reflex action, but it's not something you want as your own goalie. Just let the goalie see it, make the save, and start again.
Yeah, most definitely. You just want those guys to clear that front of the area and let you see the puck. Because at this level, these goalies, if they can see it, they can stop it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
What I'm saying is always that you always should stop the first shot and you're there to clean up the rebounds. And Tommy Forrest's pretty good at usually catching that first shot, that's for sure. He's very good hands.
But he made a great save there, being able to see that puck through traffic. He's starting to settle into this game after two quick ones on him.
So he's Trevor Leo, looks up the middle. Little tip by Corona to stop the icing and puts it down deep. Liam Webster, as we wind down to the end of the first period, and it was an entertaining one. The CCM Dogs jumped out of the blocks with a 2-0, two goals, and it's 2-0 at the end of the first. We'll be back shortly.
Hockey's back.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
we're back for period 2 of the CCM Reservoir Dogs game versus the ELWD Workwear Snipers. And 2-0 at the end of the first period in favour of the Dogs. They jumped out early, and the Snipers got themselves back into the game a bit and settled a little. So let's see if they can build on that and maybe get themselves onto the scoreboard in this period. So Jack Carpenter just dropping the puck back to Trevor Leo, looking for that long pass to the Jasov out on the wing. He stops, looks into the middle. Sam Sweatman tries to lay it by Oni. Nice little work by Webster. Gets a bit of, would you like a cup of coffee from Jamie Burke? And it is an icing. So,
It was one of the things about the contact that you see, especially when it's up against the glass in front of the crowd. It's actually quite entertaining. It's not nearly as painful as it looks. And you rattle the boards a few times, and it's like, welcome to hockey, that's why we're here.
Yeah, I think if there's one thing Jamie Burke and Liam Webster are used to is running into each other on a hockey rink. It's a common occurrence.
Here's Carpenter at the point again, and he'll get a shot in, but Jamie Webster, right on cue, blocks that one. Just roll back to Carpenter. Carpenter's picked up another 2 points here so far in this game, and that's bringing up to 8 points in 3 games. So he'd be happy with his offensive play so far this early in the. Sorry, 1 assist, so he's up to 7 points, not 8, but 7 points in 3 games for a defenseman. He'd still be happy with that early in the game.
I'll take that.
He's been rock solid for sure.
I'll take 7 points in the season, actually.
Take 7 points in the career.
Alright, so here we go again. Down in the corner in the Snipers offensive zone. Vadim Vajasov onto that puck. Looks up through the middle. Gets a little pass off to Jamie Burke. Jamie, nice little chip out to Vadim. Taps it down. Brings it back out again. Circles the top. Over to Troy Robinson. He'll take a shot. No, looks across the middle. Kahu Joyce saves it from going outside the zone. Karana into Burke. Burke steps into the middle over to Robinson.
What a save!
A great save by Tommy Forrest as he saved it. Vadim Vajasov loses the handle. Nash looks across to the middle.
Great little
Nick
chip on
Munro.
Munro.
Nick Munro on the break here. Drops it back to Casey. Casey with a shot on Davis, and he swallows that up. And Dane Davis will be happy enough that that's come straight at him.
That little stanza there came from some good solid defensive play there by the Snipers. They're doing a good job of occupying the slot in front of the goalie and making sure that none of those soft rebounds get a chance to go in.
Let's remember that save by Tommy Forrest at 2-0. That was one hell of a push from one side to the other to get that pad save.
Yeah, he's certainly moving well this evening. He's going to get lots of rubber to look at. I think he'll be up to it.
There you go, Troy Robinson up through the middle. A little tip forward by Alex Koenig. Puck's all cleared. Mikey Ting onto it. Sends it around to Ruddle. Ruddle can't quite trap it in. Josh Van Down. He gets it across to Tim Nickerton. Tim Nickerton walks over the blue line. Gets it back into the... Oh, nice little play by Tim Nickerton. Just didn't quite get the shot. Dane Davis up to the task, and he just traps it. And we've got a cross-checking call on...
I'll just see this just here in front. Just cross-checks him as he goes in. It's a little light, but you know what? They're cracking down on those in hockey, trying to protect that. So another penalty for the Dogs, which they seem to be getting quite a lot of early in this PHL season.
There's been a bit of a momentum shift so far through this early part of the second period, with Snipers really lifting it, playing good solid defence and building up on attacks out of that. It's good to see.
You just got to keep your stick down when you go in like that. I mean, sure, lay a bit of body on the guy, get him away from your goalie, but as soon as the stick comes up around the kidney area and that lower back area, the referee's, it's his job. He's got to call that.
Well, absolutely. It's good. I mean, we all love a good collision, but no one wants anyone getting hurt. Stick is a pretty dangerous weapon.
So that shot there by Sweatman just seemed to handcuff Davis a little bit, but he was able to get the oven mitts on that. He'll have another face-off there to his left-hand side.
Sweatman looking to get another goal after his first one of the season from last week. He's made it onto our little dispatches reel.
So here's Webster picking it up behind his own net. Robbie Clark circling. And Webster's going to take it up himself. So Webster takes it into the dog zone. Puts it back for Sweatman. Sweatman with the shot.
Loose, nice juicy rebound there.
Trevor Lee able to get it back to the point. Here's Robbie Clark. Over down to Webster. Who's looking for it up at the point? Webster curls. Curls. a shot, nice little shot, looking for the traffic in front, but it just gets out, and here's Swetman picking it up in his own zone, and gets that back over to Webster.
The Snipers certainly with a very well organised attack on this power play this time. They're getting some good shots on, putting some pressure on the Dogs. It's good to see. It's the first time it's really happened throughout this tournament so far. Is this or this series, I should say. So it's a really good defensive pressure being put on to offensive pressure. Being put on to the Dogs.
So that was Lindsay Nash just taking the puck off offside, and here's Lazzarato here taking the face off against Dylan Morris.
25 seconds to go on the power play.
Here's Shane Davis coming out of the net, and he's going to try to do it himself and gets it up to Dylan Morris. Facing it to Shula.
Here over to Nash. Nash throws it back down into the corner. But Davis comes around and cuts it off. Flings it back out again. Nash traps it. Goes in behind the net. Lazzarato pokes it back out again, but there's a couple of Dogs there. Shinkoda up on the point. Penalty over. So back to full strength both teams. Troy Robinson takes the puck and nice little move. Gives it out to Dylan Morris. He gives it backhand down, and it will be an icing that's gone all the way down the rink. So Snipers have certainly come out with a little bit better game plan, and I'd say Brent Labor's given them a couple of things to work on. And one thing is they're putting a lot more pressure on the Dogs, and certainly the puck carrier not giving them as much space this period.
It's a much improved second period. In fact, I think they started to really get onto it after they had adjusted to the pace about halfway through the first period, and the Snipers much improved from the first 5 minutes of this game, and that's when all the goals have happened, and since then it's been rock solid.
Just a little shot from the point there from Webster, but no traffic in front. Dane Davis was able to see that all the way, and he catches that easily. He'll have another face-off there to his left-hand side.
This is one of the first times the Dogs have had any real sort of sustained pressure put on them on their defence. It's great to see from the Snipers.
And a little deflection just there, hit the roof, and I think that was off a sniper stick, so we'll have that face-off coming back out in the neutral zone.
That's what we're doing there. It's great to see we've got a pretty full crowd here tonight at the iceHQ at Rink. It's looking pretty chocolate pretty much all around the place. It's great to see people coming out on a Friday night for what is really a superb night's entertainment.
Well, it was a reasonable crowd last week, but when you consider the rain that we had, I was amazed that anybody came out to watch hockey last week. You have to get a boat to get here, so yeah, the numbers really good tonight. As Jamie Burke, he gets around Robbie Clark just way too easily. Oh, top shelf.
That was a superb individual effort there by Jamie Burke.
I threw Robbie Clark under the bus then, but it was actually Jacob Haley. I apologise, Rob. But yeah, that was Jacob Haley who just got his, I think he's doing up his pants as he goes back to the bench, because Jamie Burke absolutely turned him inside out with that goal.
Yeah, it was a superb, stealthy little shot. Very hard to defend against that one.
And he looks like somebody who really missed playing hockey last week, right? What's that, 3 goals on the night?
Yeah.
Hat trick. Don't see any on the ice, but that's probably because they're way too expensive there these days. So the Snipers ice the puck, and the Dogs will get a face-off in the offensive zone, up 3-0 against the Snipers here in the second period.
So it's just that constant reminder of how quickly things can happen in this game. That move by Jamie almost looked like it came out of nowhere. There'd been some really good sustained offensive pressure by the Snipers, and then bang, Jamie Burke just comes out, steals the puck and shoves it in the corner of the net, and there you go. That's just how it works out.
Here's Lindsay Nash. He's got Monroe coming in with it, but it's 2-on-2 into the skates of Carpenter, who kicks it up. There's Ruddle. Back to who? And here's Rocky Chinkata back to Chris Hu. Jeff Hu circles. Just looking for a little bit of space. He'll take that behind for the protection behind his own net. But there is
great forechecking pressure there by the Dogs.
Sonic picking that up, and now he's going to be looking to give it back to his defenseman and Carpenter, who gets it down to Mikey Ting. Looks in front. Oh, just not able to put that in is Alex Koenig.
It's great positioning in front of the slot. And magnificent shot, just a little smidge wide of the net, but great positioning.
Carpenter's calling for it at the point. He gets the middle to Koenig, who gets it over to Ting, but Ting isn't able to get a stick on it. Throws the body there on Cy Lake. Carpenter just not able to keep it in, and that's going to go down for Facing no waved off.
Yep.
Trevor Leo. Snipers pick that off in the neutral zone. That will come back to the D zone there for Nathan Keisha, who sent that through. And that one is going to get waved off with Dane Davis coming out to play the puck. And we've seen him come out quite a bit this period. Probably just trying to keep himself in the game after only having to face 5 shots up until now.
Trying to get a bit of blood running through his legs so he doesn't sit on the ice for too long.
That's for sure. And as a goalie myself, I like nothing more than somebody who comes out and plays the puck. It's like having an extra defenseman out there sometimes, which just can keep the play going when and keeping the pressure off you in your own zone.
Good to see some really good aggressive forechecking there. Dylan Morris really putting the Snipers' defence under a lot of pressure. They didn't get a second to move there without having to have a head up and look for where the hit was coming from. So that's the sort of thing that we need to do in contact hockey, and we're seeing it executed really well now.
So we're offside on the Dogs, which was it was called offside, and then Schumer deliberately touched it to get the whistle, and then so it went down deep rather than just a normal offside spot outside the zone. So the puck comes up high. Troy Robinson keeps it in on the blue line, but now it pops out from the deflection of his shot. He'll take it back to Kahu Joyce as he looks for a loose dog to pass the puck to. Gets it to Dylan Morris. He flicks it over, and Schumer takes chase with Nathan Keisha. Gets it out to Liam Webster. Webster, little chip over. Robbie Clark now. Robbie Clark through the middle. He's got Troy Robinson in front of him, and he's got Sam Sweatman trailing. Now Sam Sweatman into the corner. He tries to just a little blind pass out of the middle. Robbie Clark on the spot. He puts it in for the Snipers' first goal. That was a great little bit of work there. Sam Sweatman, nice little throwback to the middle. Keisha, beautiful pass onto Robbie Clark's stick. Dane Davis, not a lot of hope on that one.
Snipers there in numbers and taking up all that room around the goal. It was just a case of if there was a rebound, someone was going to get it and put it in the net, and they absolutely managed to do it. Fantastic play there.
That's the sort of thing that's going to hearten the Snipers certainly, and just let them know that they can, when they do play the puck well, they give themselves a good chance. Here's Karana with the reply on the chase up, and Vadim Vajasov, the quick reply by the Dogs, gets the rebound, and you see Matt Karana come in, takes a shot, pops out to Vajasov, and it's that dangerous Dogs line that's done the damage again and clawed that goal back very quickly.
Not much Forrest could do on this one. He made the first save, and D just couldn't clear it, and there was Verjasov able to pot probably one of the easier goals that he'll score this season.
Important too from the point of view of just the psychology of the players. The Snipers would have got a little bit of a lift there from that goal, from that beautiful sustained pressure on that rush, and then have it immediately taken away from them within about 10 seconds.
Here's Verjasov picking up the puck in his own end. He'll curl. He's being chased by Nash. Verjasov will take it behind the net. Feeds that up to Kahu, just out of reach, and this might go for icing, but Jamie Burke's trying to chase it down. It just doesn't get there in time. He thinks he did, but no, sir. You'll go down to your own end and line up for a face-off against some fresh Snipers.
We'll have to change on that icing thing.
That's for sure. So here we go with Tim McKeaton taking the face-off and just not able to win it. So Kahu wheels in his own corner, off the glass, but Liam Webster grabs that out with his glove and keeps that in.
Here comes Vajasov with stealing the puck out of that corner, looking for Burke. The referee manages to fall on his backside.
We'll be looking at that tape later.
We certainly will.
Kick save and a beauty by Tommy Forrest there.
Yeah, Kahu's shot very, very well saved there by young Tommy Forrest.
And there's Robertson keeping it to the point. Jamie Burke over on the right side. Jamie Burke down to Robinson. Makes a little move, but it gets it back in the corner to Corona.
Kinda there occupying the space, doing a good job.
Yeah, Corona just keeping it there, getting chased down by 2 Snipers. Verjasov off the net, but there's Liam Webster, some veteran move, just pinning him there so he couldn't get around him. So here's Corona again, circles. Looking for a pass, there's Jamie Burke. The Dogs are getting the cycle on going now. Burke back down to Verjasov. Verjasov on the half wall, walks out to the point. Drops it to Trevor Leo. Trevor Leo getting chased by 2 Snipers. Takes it into the corner. Out to Corona and just out of reach. And there might be a break here for the Snipers. Oh, great play we have. Oh.
Yeah, well done by Josh Van Dam with a dive and a poke out to Tim Nickerton, who just couldn't quite get a good shot off Jasov. steps through the, picks up the puck, steps through the middle. Trevor Leo backhand pass out to Karana. Call clear. Sam Sweatman puts that back out to Chris Wong. Chris Wong gets beat to it by Jack Carpenter. A little battle in the boards there. Jack Carpenter with it at his feet, gets it back around to Trevor Leo, and the Dogs buy a bit of space. Nice source of pass to Ruddle. Ruddle looks over the middle to Ting. Ting with a shot and scores! Mikey Ting under the carpet, under Tommy Forrest, and the Dogs with another goal that gives them their 5th, and it could get nasty for the Snipers if they don't keep a pressure game up on the Dogs. They don't want to give them space. This is their 3rd line, and that was a nice goal by Mikey Ting.
And King made a good move and a really nicely timed 5-hole shot, and another one.
Oh, that time Ruddle. And I don't know whether the Snipers might be looking over towards the bench or not. Mikey James is opening the gate, but it's not for him to come on.
You know, Mikey James just got back from the Czech Republic, so I don't think he's had much time there on the ice. But Tommy Forrest, you know, this is not on him at all. You know, some great scoring opportunities for the Dogs, but he'd be hoping for a little bit more support from his team so far tonight.
Well, so far he's had 14 shots on, which isn't an enormous amount, but they've all been high quality.
And just more of the same of this. Great save, but just odd man rush after odd man rush. And you see it again there, Mikey Ting just able to feed that over to Ryan Ruddle, but Tommy Forrest was up to the task.
Snipers been a little bit let down by perhaps a little bit lacking in depth in their defence. They've got mostly some pretty solid stuff, but when they do get caught out of position, it gets to be messy. And as you say, you get that old player rush coming through,
Here's
and that's
Ruddle
a
in the
disaster.
corner. Ruddle in front to Ting. And here's Liam Webster, the captain, taking it down, trying to lead by example. Nice little move. Picked up there by Jeff Hu. But the Dogs able to collect it. And a breakaway pass here for Tashuma. Tashuma with the move.
Well,
And it looks like that's it.
Good. Yeah. Yep.
Hell of a move, great goal, but let's be honest here, we just spoke about it, another glorious scoring opportunity, and the Snipers got to give a little bit of support there for Tommy Forrest. You can see it in his face. You know, he's being let out to dry, and he's just trying to figure out what else he can do to keep the Snipers.
They've had 2 or 3 of those fast breaks, and just someone just floating behind the defensive line and catching them unawares. And those 1-on-nones and 2-on-nones for a goalie, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, the Snipers are just going to sharpen up here on the defensive side of things. They're, you just can't let a player out the back and not have pressure from an opposition jersey. You know, if you're in a breakaway from the blue line, there's something breaking down in your defensive unit.
Yeah, so here's a 2-minute penalty here for Dylan Morris, just for interference on the face-off. And that'll end the second period. So we'll get a clean scrape of the ice. The teams will go back into the dressing room, and we'll see you back for the 3rd period. For those of you who are here to enjoy a nice refreshment, for you tuning in at home, we look forward to seeing you shortly.
While change may be frightening to some, to us, the current wind of change is a fresh start. a challenge, an opportunity, but mostly it's a responsibility to find a new way of doing things. Hey, we were here when the game was invented, and we're still here to reinvent the game because our players have changed the game. Our innovation has changed the game. We changed the game. We can break the rules of yesterday to be fearless for tomorrow. We were away for a while, but now we're back, and there's no turning back. It's time. Time to unpause, pause, time to press play, time to play. We were all inside for far too long. Hockey's back. It's time to go all out. While change may be frightening to some, to us, the current wind of change is a fresh start, a challenge, an opportunity, but mostly it's a responsibility to find a new way of doing things. Hey, we were here when the game was invented, and we're still here to reinvent the game because our players have changed the game. Our innovation has changed the game. We changed the game. We can break the rules of yesterday to be fearless for tomorrow. We were away for a while, but now we're back, and there's no turning back. It's time. Time to unpause, pause, time to press play, time to play. We were all inside for far too long. Hockey's back. It's time to go all out. change may be frightening to some, to us, the current wind of change is a fresh start, a challenge, an opportunity, but mostly it's a responsibility to find a new way of doing things. Hey, we were here when the game was invented, and we're still here to reinvent the game because our players have changed the game. Our innovation has changed the game. We changed the game. We can break the rules of yesterday to be fearless for tomorrow. We were away for a while, but now we're back, and there's no turning back. It's time. Time to unpause, pause, time to press play, time to play. We were all inside for far too long. Hockey's back. It's time to go all out.
Let's see if they can screw their heads back on and just tidy up that defence, which was letting a few lapses in with long stretch passes from the Dogs, getting past all their defence and smashing the goalie with repeated one-on-nones. So with a bit of luck, Snipers will be able to sort that out, get their defence a bit more organised. And here we are, just about to start the third period.
So I think for the Dogs, they're starting, just much of the same that they've seen so far. And the Snipers will just be wanting to get a little bit more physical, a little bit more traffic, and just try to chip away at this and build some momentum for the next week.
Well, they do have a penalty to start off with the power play, which they've just started with the 2 minutes. With a bit of luck, they can get a goal on that and pick their heads up a little bit. It'll really help them. If they get a short-handed goal, it'll break.
Nice.
It'll break Tommy Forrest's heart, I think. But if they can get lots of shots on this power play and really try and get a goal in the net.
Nice little shot by Lockie Chincotta from up high. A little pass across from Nathan Keisha.
And Dane Davis just stared him down and said, I got it.
Not tonight, son, not tonight.
Chincotta will have another go.
Nice little bit of traffic in front of the net. Keisha gets back onto the puck. He's got control of it. Gets across to Chincotta again. One-timer, nice shot.
Beautiful
Steered
shot
away by Davis. And Troy Robinson, with all that experience, just throws it up in the air and runs it down to Tommy Forrest, who puts it out to Nathan Keisha. Let's see if the Snipers stretch the rink out a bit and pick some gaps in the Dogs. Not on that attempt they didn't, but now they'll give it another go as Liam Webster, the captain, brings it over to Lazzarotto. Kicks off his skate, goes down behind the net. Dane Davis with the puck. Flicks it around. It's a deflection off a player and hits the net, and it will be dropped outside.
This power play for the Snipers is so critical just for their own momentum. They've really got to pick it back up, and they've only got about 30 seconds left to go on this power play, and they really need to get a couple more shots. Chincotta with some nice ones out from the blue line.
Yeah, Jeff Scott said that went off a Sniper player now, but I think the Snipers thought that was just glass. Here's Carpenter behind over to Trevor Leo. And Leo's going to clear that the length of the ice and shave off probably the rest of that power play for the Snipers.
That'll run it all the way out. There's only 3 seconds to go now on the penalty.
And now Dylan Morris is out, so it's full strength. Webster steps over the blue line, throws it around behind the net. Jack Carpenter gets there first. Lazzarotto pokes in. Lindsay Nash puts it back out into the corner. Liam Webster steps in. Bit of pressure from Mikey King, but not much. Well played by Carpenter. Puts Webster down. Wins the puck back. Backhands it out across the rink to Alex Koenig. Koenig loses the handle on a little bit. Lazzarotto now with the puck. Backhands into the corner. And Mikey King goes back in, picks it up. Brings it out to Vajasov. Vajasov tries to poke it past Webster, but he's up to the task. Carpenter comes in for the hit, but Webster pulls back on it. Now a little tussle behind the net. Trevor Leo. Trap the puck in. Here we go. Vajasov Stretches out a bit. Here we go again. Jamie Burke, who's allowed to get out the back on his own, steps in.
As soon as Vajasov was near it, Berkey was away.
Yeah,
And, unless the snipers are really reading that in advance, it's just going to keep ripping them open.
I'm nearly speechless. The stick handling on that one. He undressed Tommy Forrest, and that's his 5th point of the night for both him and Vajasov. So they're having a great game, as per usual. So here the snipers in their own zone. Vajasov picks it up. There's Kashuna. And here we go. The snipers are going to break out, and they're breaking out here with Robbie Clark, who
It's not quite able to pick up that puck on that pass. It's a perfect pass, but it's not quite able to control it.
So Sweetman lays the body on Kahu, but Kahu's able just to kick it out to the point. And here's Jamie Burke picking it up on the half wall, bringing it up. Here's Kashuna taking it down.
Really impressed there by Lockie Kincotta there, who did a really good job. He actually saw Berkey coming on that move and covered it up. So he's reading that play really well. I think this is a young man with a big future in this sport.
I don't know about you, Carl, but Matt Corona, I think I just called him the Big Kahuna, so that might have to be his new nickname for the PHL, Mr. Mac Kahuna. But no, Matt Corona. Sorry about that, Mac.
But yeah, Lockie Kincotta there was reading the play really well indeed. He saw that another opportunity for that breakaway with Vajasov and Burke, and he just shut it down. He did a really good job.
Great save, Tommy Forrest.
Tommy Forrest ain't giving up, which is great, given the support he's getting in front of him, and with only 8 behind him. You like to see that from a young netminder. It's easy to check out in a game like this, but he's keeping it going and keeping those legs moving. That was a hell of a save, and you'll be able to see that here on the replay.
Well,
First save and the rebound there too.
You'll know all about the importance of a goalie keeping his head in the game when he's a few goals down, just how critical it is to put it all behind you and keep focusing on what's coming next.
For those that play with me, they know that that's probably not my specialty. I hate picking that puck out from behind the net.
Not too many goalies enjoy it, but it's being able to, once that's happened, to reset and get back into what's coming next. That's so important.
100%. That's why I'm not playing out there, and it's Tommy Forrest.
The Dogs are cycling the puck around again. They're just controlling this portion of the game. Josh Van Down for the Snipers, bringing it out. It's across the rink, and not kept in. Not kept in by the Snipers, as not sure who that was on the trying to stretch back and keep his skate on the blue line to avoid the offside, but.
Classic example there of trying to tear a hip muscle.
Yeah.
Stretch back. I'm not going offside. Oh, yes, I am.
It's one thing for Tommy Forrest to keep in the game and keep saving every shot, which he will. It's another thing to make sure that the Snipers do the same thing and look after Tommy Forrest as best they can for the remainder of the game.
Yeah, the first game, the Snipers had a little bit of trouble getting shots on goal, but they came back last week in the pregame and outshot the Bruins. But so far, two periods in, 10 shots. Brent Laver will be telling them we need to get more pucks through the traffic and on net on Dane Davis, because he's too good to not have to face too many shots. So here's Carpenter on the point, shoots it in, and that's a little kick save there by Forrest. In the corner for the Dogs, and breaks it in front. Liam Webster's just going to shoot that down the rest of the ice. Dane Davis wanted to come out to play it, but Dylan Morris is there to pick it up and cycle behind the net. He's going to drop it there for Carpenter. Carpenter coming up with speed out of his zone into the neutral zone. Oh, great little move by Morris, and Morris is going to cut that into the middle, but there we had a sniper with Monroe able to keep that down. And there's Davis coming out for a little pass up the zone. There's Tashuma just over the blue line.
So just a little symptom there of the malaise that the Snipers find themselves under every time they get the puck in the last couple of minutes. All they've been doing is just trying to clear it.
So
it's a bit of a shame. They've got to be more constructive with their breakouts.
Yeah, definitely. So here's Tashuma behind the net. Tashuma's going to get it around, but there's Liam Webster. It seems like he's been on the ice for at least 50% of this game. I keep having to call his name.
Well, I think he's going to have to for the rest of the game if they're going to keep that puck out of the net. But they've certainly just got to try and get this penalty killed off and try and regroup and get themselves in for that last 9 minutes of the game, which is important for them to try and either pick themselves up a goal or at least try and stem the flow of the Dogs' dominance. As Vajasov, speaking of dominance, comes down through the neutral zone, steps over the blue line, and he'll just pull up onto the boards, puts a pass across to Kahu Joyce, who then goes across to Burke. Burke looks across to Vajasov, a one-timer, goes wide. Burke again picks it up into the corner. He'll get a little bit of pressure, but not enough to stop him. He drops the puck back to Karana. Karana, three of them there, Burke, Robertson, Karana, as Burke gets it over to Vajasov. Vajasov back to Burke. Burke, a little shot on. Tommy Forrest keeps it out. Burke goes around behind the net. Sweatman tries to bring it up. And Lindsay Nash is on the ice now. Full strength for both teams. Vajasov steps through two of them, steps through the third, puts it out in the middle. Kahu Joyce slides it in. That is what the Dogs are all about tonight. They move the puck. And it might have been actually Matt Karana down in the corner of the net there that put it in, not Kahu Joyce out in front.
Yeah, it's a shame because they managed to get through the entire penalty and kill it pretty well, and then as soon as it's back to 5-on-5, you just get that slight level of disorganisation, and in they go.
Yeah, you know, Tommy Forrest made the first save, but yeah, that was Matt Karana there. Matt Karana just on the side there, able to pot that into the open goal. So here's Munro coming in on Kahu Joyce. Joyce over to his D partner in Robertson. Robertson back over to Kahu. So there's Joyce just breaking it down there. So here are the snipers with Lazzarato coming in, breaks into the offensive zone over the blue line, takes a shot right into the chest of Dane Davis. And
but that was a beautiful shot there by Lazzarato, and a little bit friendly.
Yeah, Matt Karana just getting in his face a little bit there.
But it was a bloody good shot there. It was had the goalie well screened. Joyce had closed up to try and block the shot. Sometimes that doesn't help.
Yeah, so here's Lazzarato taking the face up with Mikey Ting, and Mikey Ting wins it back, but the snipers control it down low. And here's Carpenter. Gets it up, and Ruddle just chips it past Webster. Oh, goes in, and Webster's just making sure he's all right. That was a little bit of a, semi-dangerous play there.
Yeah, Ruddle just losing an edge as he goes into the board. Nothing there that Liam Webster caused. So
Yep.
Nice little hold up there by Dane Davis. Hasn't had to do a lot of the hard work, but that's the thing. The shots are coming from the outside. And Anton, as a goalie, you would know that you'd much rather them coming out on the angle than you would directly out in front.
Well, they've been, if you're comparing what Davis has seen versus what Tommy has seen, they're completely different. Dane's seen, as you said, very easy to save shots there. Maybe not easy, but not high danger opportunities where Tommy's been getting the 2-on-1s and the breakaways.
To score. They've had a few shots on, as you say, none of them with breaks, but every shot on the net's an opportunity.
Yeah, now I know we don't take the stats here for face-offs, but that's one place here where the Dogs just seem to be dominating the snipers. They seem to be winning nearly every face-off, which gets them possession early on for most of the game.
A good opportunity there for a shot on the net, but not quite able to
Here
capitalise on
Webster.
it.
Oh, nice little shot, but Davis up to the task. Oh, another little bend around. Davis not sure where it is. It's gone behind the net. Webster comes in again, lays a hit on Carpenter. Keeps the puck in possession for the snipers. Nikitin can send it back in again. Puck goes up into the net, and it is going to be a face-off goal. Around 3 games, and Michael McMahon, the national captain, is sitting there waiting to be picked up. I'd be very surprised if the Snipers don't take McMahon. There are some very good players in the draft that have nominated after the close of the original draft. So the Snipers should pick up a couple of very good players with pick 1 and 5, which will help them immensely for the rest of the season after round 3.
Especially with the leadership of McMahon. He's such an experienced player, and he played at international level with some great level of success too. His experience will just help them solidify their defence, which will probably tidy up a lot of those little breaks that they've seen them be let down by so much today.
Yeah, can you imagine seeing Webster and McMahon there on the back end for
on the blue line
for the snipers?
It'd be a pretty solid line, wouldn't it?
That's for sure. And Tommy Forrest catches that like the wicket keeper. You'd be probably a little bit more familiar with that than me, but I'm catching on.
Well, I was going to say the catcher in baseball, but well, we might as well stay with the flavour of the Australian sport and go with a wicket keeper. All right, so let's see if the snipers can get something here going. So out of the zone it comes. Trevor Leo back onto it. Solid defender, Trevor Leo. Always looks for that long pass. Oh, great pass by Burke across to Vajasov. He steps in around Forrest, but well done to Tommy Forrest and the back check, which may have drawn a penalty. It looks like it has. Lockie Chincotta took Webster down. Took Vajasov down there.
That was a great save by Tommy Forrest. He's had plenty of practice so far this game. What's that? Maybe the 5th, 6th, 7th breakaway he's had to face.
You'd have to say that was the save of the night. I think that was magnificent work there by Forrest.
So let's see if the snipers can kill off this power play, penalty kill, or this power play by the Dogs, and keep this in single digits.
The Dogs have certainly got a stacked power play this time. They've got Burke and Vajasov lining it up, and you can see the speed they're attacking the line at. It's just going to tear holes in that defence.
Yeah, you can tell Jamie wants to play tonight. He's playing with high energy. He's keeping his feet moving. He sees tonight as stat night, and he wants to add to those point totals when, especially missing out last game.
I don't think you can ever curb his enthusiasm. He just loves playing.
Yeah, that's for sure. So here's Carpenter up to the aforementioned Burke, over to Vajasov. Vajasov's going to take that in over the blue line and just fumbled it a little bit. That worked out for him. And
you'll say he meant it.
Yeah, exactly. He'll walk the line and bring that over to Carpenter, and Carpenter's going to get that down to Burke. Burke's going to cycle that down to Corunna. Corunna walking up to the point. Oh, there goes a sniper.
Nash had a bit of a sit down and a rest, but he got back up pretty quick. So
someone
that's
on the grassy knoll.
Yeah, so there we go. Burke on the point, and they're just going to move this around. Burke calling for it. Corunna down to Vajasov, up to Burke, who lets it rip. And that's goal number 4 for Jamie Burke.
Very patient power play there. They took their time, set it up, waited until they had the ideal opportunity, and then just fired it in.
I'm just being told it could be number 5, but yeah, that we can do there, and we're up to double digits. So 10-1, and I think the snipers will just be wanting this game to come to an end.
There's always an opportunity to try and put another goal in the net for themselves, and that'd be a bit of a pride salvager. So I'm going to disagree with you there, Anton. I think they want to keep going so they can get another goal on and build a bit of confidence and some momentum going into next week.
Yeah, well, here's Jeff Scott calling another penalty, and this one's going to be on the snipers again. Tim Nikitin for what looks like an elbow.
If they could get themselves a short-handed goal, that'd certainly raise their confidence for next week.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be looking to do if at all possible. It's a big ask, but you've got to salvage something from this game. And it's not just hoping for the managing to get Michael McMahon into their team for next week. They want more out of it than that.
Yeah,
they want a bit of pride.
So that's Joyce down to Ruddle. Ruddle in front. Great save by Tommy Forrest. And that's going to come back, and Kahu just not able to keep it in. And great pressure there by the snipers, Joshua Van Duyn. But the Dogs get it in. Ruddle with the shot.
They've almost got to throw caution to the wind at this point. With the scoreline, it's not like it's going to make any difference if they lose another goal. But if they can score one, that'll really bolster their confidence for next week. So throw everything in the wind, drop the goalie, pull the goalie, and just go crazy and see what can happen.
Great save by Forrest. Here's Mikey Ting keeping it into the boards, down to Ruddle.
Ruddle's with 35 seconds to go, they've just got to throw caution to the wind.
Down to Joyce. Joyce up to Robertson. Robertson at the point, shot through. Great block there by young Van Duyn. Here's Robertson at the point. He's just going to funnel that down into the corner. It's going to come back to Robertson, and
that opportunity.
Yeah. So here comes Cy Lake chasing down on Dane Davis, but he came out and played that across over to Mikey Ting. So here's Ting with speed.
5 seconds to go in the game.
And
that'll
that's
just drift into the corner, and the Dogs assert their dominance again on this competition with a comprehensive 11-1 victory over the Elwood Workwear Snipers. The Snipers will look forward to getting picks 1 and 5 in the draft, and let's hope that they can pick themselves up some very good players to help the team get some success on the scoreboard. But for tonight, it was 11-1 in the Dogs' favour, and we'll be back very soon with the second game of the night, which will be between the Inferno, the Moat Inferno, and the Bruins, and that promises to be a closer game and a much better game from a physical standpoint as well.
There we go. My favorite part of hockey, the handshakes. Gentleman's sport.
It's a gentleman's sport.
Well,
I don't know about you, I'm really looking forward to. I think the Snipers can take a lot of positives from that game. Obviously they had some pretty major defensive lapses, and we all saw that, and that's been exposed in the scoreline. But at the same time, they put on some pretty good pressure. They just couldn't sustain it against a team of this quality so far. But a couple of extra players come through, that'll strengthen them up, and I think next week there'll be a whole new ask. They've got some players there with a lot of potential who are improving considerably through this tournament. And again, that goalie, Tommy's doing a fantastic job. So yeah, there's a lot of promise there for these guys. I wouldn't be writing them off. I certainly think the second half